Have you always wanted to play the saxophone but didn't know where to start? Or maybe you think it is too difficult. Today I'm going to prove that wrong in just a few minutes, and I'll get you playing your first song on the saxophone. Stick around because at the end of this video I'm going to show you how can you continue learning for free with my course Saxophone in 20 days. Before we start making some noise, we need to put this together. So the first thing we're going to do is put some security here. So we are going to put the neck strap or the strap that you have for your saxophone on. Then we are going to put together the saxophone neck and the mouthpiece. You might need to use a little bit of cork grease, so just maybe put a little bit on the cork and spread it with your finger. Then we put these two things together and the mouthpiece hole should face down. Once we have this ready, we're going to put the mouthpiece, the neck and the reed together. And we do that using the ligature. So the first thing we are going to do is place the reed in the right position, and this is a very tricky thing to do. Why is it very tricky? Because when we put the reed together with the mouthpiece, if it is not completely perfectly aligned, it might cause our sound to be not as good as it could be. So we need to place it perfectly in the center of the mouthpiece. First, let's make sure that we are the tip of the reed and the mouthpiece tip at the same level. Then we are going to make it center. So we need to place it like this in the very center of the mouthpiece, holding the reed with your two fingers, and with the other finger we hold it down here. Now we are going to put the ligature on without breaking the tip of the reed. Now correct the angle of the reed. And remember that there are different kinds of ligatures. So there are ligatures with the screws underneath or with the screws on top, but you always need to have the screws facing the right side. So we tied it a little bit, not too much, and then we are ready to go. I forgot to say that you have to moisten the reed a little bit. If it is too dry, it won't vibrate properly. So you need to moisten it a little bit and put it in the mouthpiece to make it sound as good as possible. Then we put the mouthpiece, the neck and the body of the saxophone together. So it might look a little bit difficult, but now I'm going to show you how long it really takes to set up the whole saxophone once you feel like you have practiced placing your reed on the mouthpiece enough. If your saxophone is built correctly, it should look like this. Now let's make it sound like a sax and not like a dying duck. Okay, time for the big moment. Let's make a sound on the sax. First, let's have a correct posture. Let's stand up straight, relax the shoulders, and place the left hand on top using this saxophone thumb rest, and the right hand on the bottom using the other thumb rest here. So now we have the right position, and we need to check that the saxophone reed and mouthpiece is coming towards our mouth, and we don't have to look for it with our head. Second, we need to form our embouchure. So we need to place our teeth on top of the mouthpiece, approximately one finger from the tip of the mouthpiece, and then we need to let the reed lay on our bottom lip. It will roll a little bit our bottom lip over our teeth. And then we close everything together. Something like that. Let's do it again. And we always need to breathe deeply while we are positioning our embouchure in the mouthpiece. So just try to seal your lips around the mouthpiece, and there are no leaks allowed. So it should feel like all the air is going into the saxophone. So now that you know how to set up the embouchure, now we're going to work on the breathing. This is the point 3, blowing your first note. So I want you to make yourself full of air, then relax and blowing the air into the saxophone like you are fogging up a window. You can press 1, 2, 3 keys or nothing at all, but we need to make it sound like this. It should sound easy, like you're blowing into the saxophone, not doing too much pressure, not making it feel too loose here, so everything feels relaxed, but with the embouchure and the breathing that we have explained. Now it's your turn, so please pause the video and keep trying this until you get the right sound, just without pressing any notes or pressing the first key, and once you get it, come back to the video. So if you made a sound, congratulations, you are officially a saxophonist. Now, let's learn our first notes, and with this we are going to jump into the last step, that is playing our first tune. So the first note that we are going to learn is B, the one with one finger. So we're going to press this key and blow like we know. And do the same for every note that you did earlier. Try to pause the video and repeat it until you feel comfortable playing each individual note. Now come back to the video and continue learning the second note, A. With two fingers, 1 and 2, we play A. And the last one will be G, with 3 fingers, 1, 2 and 3. Now try playing them back to back. So B, A, G, B, A, G, A, B. If not, rewind and try again. If you did, let's level up. So now we know B, A, and G. So that means that we can play our first song on the saxophone. So this song has 4 phrases or 4 sections, and you're going to have them written down here while I'm playing it. So you can repeat them as much as you can and as much as you want until they sound really, really good. I would recommend you to repeat section by section, then repeat all of them together, or 2 sections and 2 sections and then all of them together. You will recognize this tune because it's Mary Had a Little Lamb. Remember to rewind and repeat, and just like that you have played your first song on the saxophone. Congratulations! What's next? You have learned how to set up your sax, how to learn your first note, and even learn a tune in just a few minutes. But this is just the beginning, and if you really want to play the sax and learn more tunes, I've got something for you. I'm talking about my Saxophone in 20 Days course. Get step-by-step lessons, learn different tunes, and master your saxophone sound. You can sign up at saxophoneit20days.com and get the first days for free. You can go to saxophoneit20days.com or to the link that you have in the description of this video. Don't miss this chance and start playing the saxophone today. And if this video helped, please click the like button, subscribe, and comment with your biggest struggle on the saxophone. And don't forget to press the little bell, the notification button, so you won't miss more saxophone lessons and tips. Thank you very much, don't miss the next video, and see you in Saxophone in 20 days. See you soon!